My internship this summer was with RTI International, and I say this summer, it was actually started in June and is ending this month. So it's been kind of a long road. And it involved custom visualizations of wearables data for veterans with PTSD with the Social, Statistical, and Environmental Sciences unit. And then within that unit is the CHAMP division, which is the Center for Health Analytics, Media, and Policy division. RTI is pretty big, so I was in just one of those small units. So like Hannah said, I am a United States Marine Corps veteran. This study to me was a little personal, and I was excited to do it because it does include, the genre of people that I'm most familiar with. I have a lot of friends and a lot of personal acquaintances who struggle with PTSD. So anytime I can contribute to the science to help alleviate their symptoms is very important to me. While on active duty, I worked as a cyber technician. So I helped provide security for the DoD and build networks. And again, as Hannah said, my undergraduate degree is in public health. And I started this program in January and ended it now. I mean, today is my culminating event, basically. And I should graduate in December if everything goes well. So the whole objective of this study was to develop the CHAMP, or to help assist the CHAMP division with their ongoing research surrounding wearables data for veterans with PTSD. Based upon a recent review of the literature, fewer than 10 published studies involve wearables devices in veterans with PTSD in the United States. The main goal of this study is to alleviate PTSD symptoms through exercise therapy intervention. The work produced by the digital health interns, AKA me, gives the CHAMP division helpful data to add to their grant proposals, seeking to increase both sample size and funding. And the study is in its first phase, and the sample size is small in order to assist in determining what steps and processes will need to be changed when moving to a larger group. So what are some methods that were involved in this? The study involves veterans with PTSD in the United States. Participants are divided into 2 cohorts consisting of 6 participants and 8 participants with age and sex anonymized in the data. Each participant receives a wearable device, specifically a Garmin VivoSport 4, which is down here in the bottom right, and they wear it for 16 weeks. Participants attend an initial visit to collect baseline data via interview, which includes goals, sleep patterns, exercise habits, and recurring PTSD symptoms, including anxiety and depression. Following the initial visit, participants attend 1 session per week for 4 weeks, where they document their goals and participate in group exercise sessions lasting approximately 60 minutes. Garmin data is automatically connected in the iCare application, which is down here on the bottom left. This is a cloud-based electronic health record, and it's all collected via wireless network. Data sets are then sent to the participants and the RTI research team. The iCare application collects the data and codes it into personalized and readable information that both the participants and the study team can interpret. Following the initial month of sessions, participants are instructed to continue exercising and analyzing their personalized data for the remaining 12 weeks. The study team contacts participants via phone every 2 weeks to discuss goals, data findings, and any noticeable changes in their PTSD symptoms. So the overall goal is to understand how exercise affects PTSD symptoms among veterans, and how exercise may serve as a treatment for depression, anxiety, and other mental stressors in this specific population. So this first study phase includes 3 cohorts, of which the second set is currently finishing the 16-week protocol. Once the third set is complete, the study team will analyze the data, configure reports, and finalize the proposals for grants that will examine a larger sample size of 1,000 veterans with PTSD. This population is vulnerable and often over-medicated as the first treatment line. Exercise is relatively inexpensive, and it can be independently managed by veterans, and is also an activity with which the veteran population likely has experience already. And with this research, there is the potential to discover compelling evidence indicating the positive effects of exercise in modulating PTSD symptoms in veterans. So my specific goals and roles in this internship included contributing to the creation of custom visualizations of wearables data for veterans with PTSD. And my role in that specific goal was to perform a scoping review of the available published works which include veterans with PTSD in the United States utilizing wearables. I was also to determine inclusion or exclusion criteria for review for ongoing data collection. The next goal was to document data acquisition procedures, data flow, and processing techniques. So I was to compile the data from the scoping review to add to the current tables and flowcharts for ongoing and future cohort studies. And then the last goal was to author a research brief for submission to RTI Press. And I was to write a manuscript, approximately 3,000 words, per the RTI Press brief guidelines regarding the scoping review and any cohort data collected. Okay, so challenges and lessons learned. Challenges during this internship were quite abundant. The internship was set to begin in June and conclude in August. However, due to some unforeseen circumstances within the CHAMP division, we don't know why, CHAMP had to delay the start of the internship to start in August and conclude in November, December. So this actually put a stress on a lot of the interns because we all had a full fall schedule of classes. Again, I decided to pursue this degree in 1 year. So all of my semesters have been jam-packed. So having a full semester load plus this really busy internship was very difficult. Additionally, during the initial critical data collecting phase, my preceptor contracted COVID. His whole family did, and they were hospitalized, very sick, and completely out for 5 to 6 weeks. So I actually had no contact with him for a while. I had to reach out and contact other personnel to gather what I needed. So it was a little bit stressful. And then the final thing was that the manuscript was delayed. So I'm currently still working on the manuscript, and we were actually given the option to just completely cancel it or to just work on it in a delayed pattern. And I chose to work on it in a delayed pattern simply because I do want to be published. I would love to have an academic paper out there with my name on it, and especially something that I care so deeply about. So RTI has been great with allowing us to work on a delayed schedule and get that figured out. So it's pretty great. So in conclusion, this internship did provide the opportunity to work with a very well-known scientific research company, as well as contribute to studying one of the most vulnerable populations and overlooked populations in the United States. Veterans with PTSD are a population that deserve ongoing research into how their symptoms can be helped. And with this research work through RTI International, there is a possibility that this group of honorable individuals will receive help with the mental stressors they have selflessly taken on.